Let's take a look at weather conditions across the country. Some mild temperatures in place for areas of Alberta right now. We got 15 degrees at this hour, Calgary and Edmonton. It's a little bit cooler in the south coast of BC, 10 and 11 at Vancouver and Victoria as they are contending with some rain. There's some sunshine through parts of Saskatchewan, Winnipeg right now. Partly cloudy conditions sitting at 6 degrees. Moving off towards the east, we do find a lot of low 20s in place through southwestern Ontario, southern Ontario, in fact, and into southern areas of Quebec. They had some warm, somewhat humid air build in through the end of the weekend into the start of this week, but there is a weather front approaching out of the Midwestern U.S. It's already bringing in some heavy rain for parts of northern Ontario, and as that front moves across southern Ontario for tomorrow, not only will there be some rain, but there will also be a risk of some thunderstorms. Here in Atlantic Canada, we've got 21 at Fredericton this hour, 12 at Halifax, and cooler 4 at Charlottetown, much cooler, chilly even, at St. John's in Newfoundland right now, sitting at -1. On our forecast timeline for cloud cover and precipitation, there's the last of the cloud cover and the rain on the back half of that low. You can see making its way to the east of Nova Scotia as we move through this evening and tonight. Overnight, mainly clear with some fog patches developing. Now any patchy fog or mist around for the start of the day for tomorrow will be dissipating. And into the afternoon, it's a fair weather mix of sun and cloud with some high cloud cover increasing from the west of us. Changing the wind direction for tomorrow. Today's winds are mostly out of the north. Tomorrow's winds will be southerly, and they'll be sustained in a lot of cases between 20 and 30 kilometers per hour, with some gusts getting up between 30 and 40 kilometers per hour. Now, where that southerly wind is a little bit more directly onshore, and that would include parts of the Atlantic coastline of Nova Scotia, the Bay of Fundy coastline in New Brunswick. Those direct coastal areas are going to see temperatures held a little bit cooler compared to areas just a little bit further inland, and we'll see that in the high temperature forecast for tomorrow in just a moment. First of all, low temperatures for tonight around the Maritimes will be mostly falling into a range of 0 to 4 degrees. A few in Prince Edward Island, eastern areas Nova Scotia could see the mercury dip just below the freezing mark. High temperatures in the forecast for tomorrow. There's the north of New Brunswick, high teens, some into the low 20s, except directly on the coastline where high temperatures will be closer to 14 degrees. Near 20 for Fredericton for tomorrow, 17 for Moncton, and then cooler down around the Bay of Fundy coastline. So 13 near Grand Manan and Campobello, and 12 degrees in the forecast for St. John. Prince Edward Island for tomorrow with high temperatures between 10 and 16 degrees. So that's a step up compared to today, as it will be for eastern areas of Nova Scotia. Highs at Cape Breton, mostly between 8 and 11 degrees. Eastern parts of the mainland, low to mid-teens, except on the Atlantic coastline. There, high temperatures between 8 and 12 degrees. 16 for Amherst and Truro for tomorrow. 14 degrees for the city centers, Halifax and Dartmouth. On the coastline of the south shore of Nova Scotia, the high temperatures held between 10 and 14 degrees, but inland, they climb up into the high teens and even into the 20s for parts of the Annapolis Valley. Taking a look at the 7-day outlook for New Brunswick, we do have a few isolated showers moving through on Wednesday. Sunshine, though, for Thursday. And then we get into some showers developing on Friday with some damp weather conditions extending into the weekend. Showers for Saturday and rain possible on Sunday. For Nova Scotia in the outlook, couple spotty showers moving through on Wednesday. Temperatures cooling in behind that, so Thursday highs around the low teens. Low to mid-teens on Friday with increasing cloudiness. Showers Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And finally, for Prince Edward Island in the forecast, we've got a chance of showers on Wednesday, followed by a mix of sun and cloud, cooler temperatures on Thursday, highs near 8 degrees, increasing cloudiness on Friday. And then, yes, Todd, more wet weather for yet another weekend. Showers Saturday and Sunday.